Okay guys, I'm back with another video. Today I'm doing the first half recap of 2026 Marble League. So first up, Melo Yellow. Melo Yellow doing pretty decent in the league this year because, well, they're keeping it mellow, and that's their style. Hopefully they get another championship and beat out their rivals, the Raspberry Racers. So currently in the cutoff, they have currently after the second half they have 73 points, 1 gold and 1 silver. And they stuck in a three-way tie with the Hazers and the Bumblebees. So right now they're doing good. They're in 5th place in the standings. Hopefully they can work their way up to get the second championship. The Oceanics. The Oceanics are like an underdog team. They ain't really popular, but they ain't not really good either. And how they perform in the league, yeah, they're showing the side that they're really bad stuff. They're showing that side a lot, and I mean a lot. They in 15 in the standings, right in front of the first place. The first place is from last year, the Cobalts. They only got 1 silver to their credit, with 54 points, which is pretty sad, but it's pretty meow. At least they won't try to beat the Boston Cats record this year, right? The Crazy Cat's eyes. I don't like them. They have 58 points with 1 silver to their name, which is alright. How you suppose saying this team? But they do have a championship. If they climb, maybe they can claw their way back up the order like they did in 2023. Or maybe they can fall down the order some more like they did in 2019. The Pinkies are doing pretty well. They have a gold and a bronze in their name right now. They have 78 points. They're sitting behind the Raspberry Racers and the Stars. Maybe we could see another chance for a podium for this team. Maybe we could see the first team to beat the host curse by getting first in the home stadium. We almost had that if Red Eye didn't ruin it in Honeydome. But the Pinkies are doing just fine. Team Plasma, the team I did not expect to get in the Marble League, but are surprisingly doing pretty mid so far. They got a bronze and need 70 points and right behind the Savage Speeders. It takes strength to get past the Savage Speeders, so that's why Team Plasma gotta work for it. They really gotta work for that, for the medals. The Bumblebees. I mentioned about them earlier being right behind Melo Yellow with 73 points. They're in the tie with them, along with the Hazers. They only got 1 bronze in the name. Maybe I can get an overall podium. Maybe I can even win the entire thing after losing out in 2023 to Red Eye and the Crazy Cat's eyes. Or maybe y'all can drop down all the way to 16 to make me feel happy about the Cobras being dead last. Yeah, what the heck? It would not happen. The Savage Speeders. Many people thought that the Savage Speeders were gonna do bad like in the last 2 leagues they did. Like, get 16th, like how they got 13th and 12th in their last leagues. But maybe they might have gone back to the old ways. They may have changed. Which is something that we all don't want, right? Right? the Indigo Stars, a commanding lead at the halfway point, having 2 golds, a silver, and a bronze to the name. Standing at the top of the stands with 109 points, but getting chased by the Raspberry Racers by 8 points. Hopefully, y'all don't choke like the Orange did in 2020. A 35-point lead going to the last 4 or 5 events, but then choking that lead away to make the Speeders win. Hopefully, y'all don't do that. But to the Raspberry Racers instead. The Snowballs. They're doing okay, sitting at 9th in the standings, a silver and a bronze. They had 68 points. I guess you can say they're doing alright in a way. But at the same time, they're doing pretty bad. Yeah, because the Snowballs, to at least get the lead, they at least need 2 goals. Which is something that the Snowballs can't do. Unless they lock in with Snowy and put him in the events. Which they can do if there were speed events left. If there were any speed events left, they could take the lead. But they're gonna have to, so a lot of skills require that. And you're gonna need the Indigo Stars to choke. The Hazers. Like I mentioned before, they in a tie with Melio and the Bumblebees for 4th place. But they do have a gold and a silver to the name. Sitting in 4th place in the standings right behind the Pinkies. This could be the year for your first championship. You almost got it in 2019. But thanks to the Raspberry Racers and the good job for the rookie team, the Green Ducks, it didn't happen. Ever since then, y'all have missed out to get back to y'all glory days and try to compete for an overall podium. Maybe this year could be the year. Or maybe y'all could choke again. Or like how Marion be saying, hashtag we missed the podium. Again. The Green Ducks. 14th place with no medals. We're basically seeing what happened in the Marble League 2025. Sitting in 14th place at the halfway mark. No medals. Probably ain't gonna get a medal until like event 10 or 11. Which I don't know. They might get a medal. Or they might keep on climbing up the standings and try to get an overall podium again. Maybe an overall win. Yeah, it could happen if they lock in. The Chocolatiers, one of the most forgettable teams in this year's league. You're sitting in 10th place with 62 points, no medals. You're one of 3 teams without any medals, but you're beating the Blackjacks and the Solar Flares and the Cats and last year's winners, which is kind of nice, I guess, for y'all franchises, for fans for y'all. I guess you could say it's a compliment if you get top 10, because it's gonna be probably your first and last. Actually, your second and last, since y'all got 7th in 2021. The Solar Flares. So, all you got is 59 points. You won the first event balancing, and